Hello friends, we are going to talk about the new curriculum which has been launched by FPSB Limited in India. And that has been in fact the most demanded video that people ask me. Please explain how these things are going to work. So yes, let's go ahead. I'm Prashant Shah, and yes, now I am the authorized education provider of FPSB Limited for the financial year 2021. Moving further, let us understand this curriculum precisely. From 1st April 2019, the CFP-CM certification program in India is directly administered by FPSB USA. However, the earlier program, which was offered by FPSB India, which is now known as Legacy Program, and that has been under the same body. So existing students should not worry. Their qualification is as recognized as the new one. So don't have to worry. CFP-CM certification program is valid in 26 countries as it was, as we know. The number of CFPs worldwide have been 190,000 at the end of 2019, with over 1900 CFP professionals in India. We all know that this number is way higher, but this number reflects only those candidates who have applied for membership. However, the number of students who have cleared examination 5 have been very large. So this is a very small number, so we don't have to get discouraged by this number. Move further and straight on to the topic. The new curriculum has been divided into 3 basic subjects, and last one is like advanced financial planning, which we have had. This is now known as capstone course. The first module is investment planning specialist. I'm going to talk about what all things have been covered up. Retirement and tax planning specialist, risk and estate planning specialist, and last one is financial planning capstone course. So it has been almost an identical content to the earlier one, but there is a change. Now you are going to have 70% global content and 30% Indian content on an average. However, the number of subjects which we were used to study in old curriculum and now have been same. So they have been very smartly reorganized, I would say. Pathway. Today I'm going to talk about initial 2 pathways. I would be having series of videos on the new curriculum, subject to subject, pathway to pathway. We are going to talk a lot about it because now this is going to be there in our country forever. So this is what we have to discuss a lot. Self-paced, so this is as good as self-study mode, which we have had. Instructor-led, that means you have to go through authorized education provider. And another is recognition to prior learning route. Right, so this is, I can say, this is as good as challenge status mode, which we have had. The first module, that is investment planning specialist, has been segregated into 3 sections. The first one is personal financial management. Another is investment planning and asset management. Third is regulatory environment, law and compliances. Earlier we had 5 sections. Now it has been 3 sections. And investment planning specialist is combination of 2 subjects. First one is introduction to financial planning and typical investment planning. Right, so this is how it goes. And I'll guide you with some of the very interesting topics. So first of all, personal financial management, the most important topic for any finance professional. There is time value of money, then client situation, then cash flow, budget, debt and financing alternatives, financial management. We do have a good number of marks allocated to first segment. Then this is the core of the subject. Asset classes, pooled investment, principles of investment risk, and so on. I'm going to have video on all the modules, and wherein I'm going to discuss the full content. This is just an indicative content. We do have the full content, which I'm going to describe in a long video. This is a short video. And third component is regulatory environment. Once you are done with studying all these things, what you should do is you should go ahead with exams. Exams are going to be held once in a month and you can book it, and they are right now remotely held. You can write examination from your home and they are proctored. It's a 2-hour examination, 75 multiple choice questions, and as they said, it is going to be equally weighted. However, on examination, I'm going to have a separate video. Experience not needed. However, there's been something very interesting. Earlier, we had a concept of advanced financial planning. And there was one more confusing part, that is associated financial planning. So most of the times everybody used to get confused. What is this AFP? Now they have renamed it to FPSB Investment Planning Specialist. So even after completing the first examination, you want this certification, you can have. So you can just clear examination, pay the fees, and get this certification. In that case, you have to go with ethics program. But if you don't want this certification, it is purely optional. You can go to the second module. You can study straight away. So this is the first one, that is investment planning specialist. Second one is retirement planning and tax specialist. Now it is very much visible that this is the combination of retirement planning and tax planning. Like in the earlier curriculum, we have had employee benefits. That was also a big topic. So seems to be it has gone away. Like at the time of preparation of this video, the entire curriculum is not there in my hand. So I'm not going to talk a lot about it. So retirement planning, you can see the 5 bullet points, that is going to talk about retirement principles, retirement objectives, retirement needs, sources of retirement cash flow, retirement cash flow, withdrawal projections and strategies. This is there in first section, and second is taxation. So very simple one. Even the first one, investment planning, was quite complicated. This seems to be very simple. Once again, the same format. If you want the certification, you can apply for it. Then every year you have to get this continuous professional development points. If you don't want this certification, don't worry. Go ahead, move further. 75 questions and no experience, nothing required. So this portion is same as first one. So as a student, I would recommend you to go ahead and get through all the examinations first. Now, the third one is risk and estate. So here it is insurance planning and estate planning. Fine, so this is the combination of these two subjects. Once again, insurance planning and estate planning. And yes, this is even going to take some more time for the syllabus to be on my hand. So still, we do not have much idea about this particular subject. But as soon as I said that, once I do have everything with me, I'm going to prepare videos of all these things. Exams format is going to remain same. Experience not needed. If you want this certification, you can just go ahead. Now, the best part is that you can pay the certification fee once and you can keep on getting all the certificates if you want. But according to me, for a student, right, it is always advisable that you clear all the examinations and don't be satisfied with getting individual certifications. We have to have the final certifications with us. Having cleared with re-examination, you will be taken to the last one, that is the capstone. It is as good as the advanced financial planning. It's a case study based examination. Now, there is really a trick here. Now, be careful and listen to me. If you are a self-paced student, that self-study student, you can clear initial 3 examinations at your own. But before you appear to final examination, you have to route yourself through an authorized education provider. That has been the new system. So earlier, you were allowed to write all the examinations at your own and you can become CFP at your own, but that is not possible now. So that is the guideline as of now. So whatever changes might happen, I don't know, but this is what they've said to us. So once you are onto this particular part, right, there's very less idea about it as of now because this is going to be the last module in the sequence. So they've segregated into 3. There is the financial planning process, engaging clients for life, developing effective financial plan. Exam is going to be 3 hours, scenario based. That is a case study based examination. Once again, I got I had a confusion and I got it clarified with FPSB that does a candidate need experience before writing this examination? Because there are so many rumors going on in the market and there was misbelief also, but that has been clarified really well that you can write this examination without having any experience, right? So all you need is you have to clear 3 examinations, and in the sequence you can clear the last examination as well. After clearing this examination, you have to prove 3 years of relevant work experience, which you can read on FPSB website. And having 3 years of experience, you can get this certification, that is certified financial planner. And every year you have to get the continuous education points to remain certified. And yes, this is very important and interesting. So once you are done with examination and now you want that certification, it is mandatory that you go through a 5-hour course on ethics, and that will be imparted by FPSB itself. And very nicely said by them that ethics should not be tested. In fact, the candidate should be guided on it. So in our earlier curriculum, we had questions on ethics which were asked, but now it has gone away. So that is a good part. I appreciate this change. Exam overview. I spoke to FPSB. I'm still getting some clarity. In August, we have a first examination. So by then we would be having everything with us. So it is going to be 75 multiple choice questions, 4 possible answers, computer-based testing format, duration 2 hours, financial calculators. Yes, now we have all the financial calculators allowed, but still I personally appreciate Texas calculator, which should be used. And there is one very important thing, because I believe that exams are going to be proctored, remotely held exams, so you won't be having any access to Microsoft Excel. So if you're preparing at your own, be advised that you need a calculator, don't practice a lot on Excel. This is going to be multiple choice format, and each question has 4 possible answers, as we know. To select the best one. Fees. This is the fees which is disclosed by FPSB as on July 2020. So first, you need to pay the enrollment fees, that is $165. Study material, because this is a major change. Earlier, FPSB did not have any study material, but now it has got study material, and it is mandatory. It is mandatory that you buy the study material, because if you're routing through an education provider, still you have to buy. And if you're a self-led or say self-study mode student, it is mandatory for you. You have to buy, because you won't be allowed to give exams till the time you clear the unit test, which is there in your login. So that has been the reason you have to buy this study material. There is no other way, because I've already received so many calls regarding the study material of new course. I have guided everybody that I can have reference notes, but it is mandatory that you buy FPSB books. Right, so initial 3 modules, 16 to 3, that is 180. For examination, that is $61 per attempt per exam, it's 183. Final exam study material is 120, and once again the exam fees is 122. So total cost to you, which is exclusively to be paid to FPSB, is $770. This 165 is valid for 365 days. Post that, you are also supposed to pay the renewal fees if you're not through. Okay, there is one more thing which has been said by FPSB, that your authorized education provider can buy some discount coupons for the students, and he may offer you books at discount. Right, so you can always check with your authorized provider that whether he is buying those tickets and is offering you these discounts. Right, so that is one interesting point. So if you're routing through AP, probably you can get some concession in these books. Right, and best part is that you don't have to give unit exams, because it is then your education provider who has to decide whether you are eligible for it or not, you're well prepared for it or not. So that is what is interesting and essential. Fine, so this is it from my side today. I hope I have given you a good idea about the new curriculum. Yes, and as I said, that I'm going to prepare many more videos so that you can understand the new curriculum really well. And we have been disconnected from quite long. So now it's time to connect once again. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.